Most people don't understand your podcast can be one particular piece of content anywhere you want it to be, right? But in 2026, you got to be able to rebrand, repurpose, repost a lot of your content over all platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, your website, your community, YouTube, TikTok. Now, if it doesn't feel cohesive on all those platforms, you're invisible. When I launched the Podcast for Profit network, I knew, trust me, I knew I couldn't just have a podcast. I needed a full ecosystem. So I branded the same colors, my voice, same messaging, the same promise. I put it everywhere. YouTube thumbnail, LinkedIn thumbnail, LinkedIn banner, YouTube banner, Facebook banner. It's everywhere. So knowing that you should have eyes on every piece of content, whether it's a short, whether it's a reel, whether it's a 3-minute video, whether it's a 30-minute video, whether it's a post. You should have eyes on the entire reel, the entire platform. Repurpose that whole content. All right. Now here's an action step. Take your last podcast episode and repurpose it into 5 pieces of content. A YouTube short or Instagram reel that's about 60 seconds. All right, a LinkedIn post broken down into main talking points with lessons. If you got your email list, start promoting episodes with the link to the offer. A quote graphic. This is good for Facebook. This is good for Instagram posts. And then on Twitter and X, whichever one you want to call it, thread summarize your key takeaways, all right? Pillar number 5, the last pillar we're going to talk about today. The one thing 99% of podcasters forget is that mic drop moment. The one thing that separates branded podcasts from everyone else, it's not the logo, it's not the intro music, it's not even their content. It's how they make people feel. I remember the first time someone told me, yo, your podcast makes me feel like I could actually do this. That hit different. Man, I had somebody listen. It's crazy. It's crazy for me because I've been rocking this podcast, right? I had a preacher heavy off into the church pulled me off to the side just the other day. And the words that came out of his mouth was so inspiring to me. He said, hey, man, Brother Porter. I said, yes, sir. How you doing today? And that's the only time I'm going to be respectful to my elders. I'm going to be respectful no matter what. That's the way I was brought up. Though I was running the streets, I knew how to switch it on and off. He said, man, I've been listening to your podcast. And quiet as it's kept, I don't want too many people to understand. I started my own just to talk to the church folk. He said, but that's because of you. And I kind of looked and I almost brought a tear to my eye because this guy don't talk. He don't say nothing. And I was like, hey, man, I appreciate that. He said, keep doing you, man. He said, I've even told a couple of the deacons in the church about it. And again, it hit different because that's when I realized I'm touching outside of where my thought process was when I first started. When I have people who have shown me the business lifestyle reach out to me and say, hey, man, your content's good. It's different. So those compliments, whether 1 or 1,000, makes me keep going. They are listening to this Podcast for Profits project episode every single Monday at 6 a.m. because it makes them feel a certain way. It makes them want to listen. My podcast makes them motivated. It makes them feel seen. It makes them understood. It equips them to be ready. That's what a brand does. It creates an emotional experience. And when people feel something, they come back.